What is up, guys? Moviegoer848 here. I'm here to talk to you guys about The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, David Fincher's ninth film, and his last film before his newest one, Gone Girl, starring Ben Affleck. I cannot wait to see it tomorrow. Now, this is an American adaptation of the Swedish novel of the same name, part of the Millennium Trilogy by the late great Stieg Larsson. And while the Swedish movie stars Mikael Nyqvist as Mikael Blomkvist and Noomi Rapace as Lisbeth Salander, or Salander, sorry for my mispronunciations. This one stars Daniel Craig as Mikael Blomkvist and Rooney Mara as Lisbeth Salander, or Salander. Now, what this movie is about is a wealthy industrialist, played by Christopher Plummer, hiring a very disgraced journalist who's going under a lot of controversy because of a scandal involving him, played by Daniel Craig. And he's hired to solve this 40-year-old mystery about this industrialist's niece being disappearing and being killed. And he's looking for this mystery to be solved. And in comes in the Lisbeth Salander character, played by Noomi Rapace. This character is an expert hacker and is really recommended by, like all the authorities or whatnot. Anyway, she, along with him, team up. Well, first of all, she has to do an discovery on Blomkvist, and she discovers like a lot of dark stuff about him. Like he didn't kill anybody, just with this crazy scandal. So this one is about these two trying to solve this mystery, and they're very unlikely, very mismatched kind of people. Yet they're strung into this investigation, and a lot of crazy stuff leads on from there. Now, in my opinion, this isn't one of Fincher's best, especially when comparing his more superior stuff. Like he did Zodiac, Fight Club, Seven, and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I think those are masterpieces and very unique. While this was more of a kind of just a Hollywood thriller. Now, what's interesting is the first time I saw this movie, I saw it in the movies, and I really loved it. And that's because back in 2011, well, this movie came out in 2011, back in December 2011, but I didn't have time, so I had to see it in January of 2012. Anyway, when I first saw it, I loved it because it was such a breath of fresh air. It was very unique looking, and it was really relieving for me after dealing with a lot of just being bombarded with so many generic, by the numbers, terrible thrillers back in 2011. I can't name some at the top of my head, but I remember there was a lot of terrible stuff back in 2011. So yeah, this was very unique looking for me, but there's something about it, where it's not one of Fincher's best. Now, let's get to the pluses. The performances are outstanding. Rooney Mara is the star as Lisbeth Salander, or Salander. She really knocked it out of the park. She gave it her all. Mara earned her Oscar nomination for Best Actress. She did some really crazy stuff, and especially crazy what she did to her body for this role. It's really remarkable. So Rooney Mara was the star. While it says starring Daniel Craig, he was fine, but Rooney Mara was in charge. She was the boss. Though everyone else was really good, especially Stellan Skarsgard, who I won't get into too much, but he was really, really good. So especially the plotting was good, although there's some parts that dragged. So that's what my problems with the movie. Dragged, and those kind of familiar places, and there's some parts that could have been taken out, just a few scenes Okay, so those were my only gripes with the film. Now, to back to the pluses, the cinematography and the editing and the visuals, all the locations, they're amazing. Especially, I think this definitely shot in Sweden, and uh, the way Fincher shoots his movies, especially like with the nice, clean, um, how do you say, like nice, clean, amazing looking shots, especially like the way the lights look in the frames, like where they kind of look like neo noirish or like neo noir. She must have been very influenced by, and I love that he's back, like in his dark tone, while his Curious Case of Benjamin Button and The Social Network were more lighthearted, like well Social Network less dark, but like very uh, emotional scenes in that movie, very dark emotions, like like this is Fincher back into like pretty like intense violent stuff, especially oh my god, the scene with the poor cat, uh, especially might hurt cat lovers out there. I really like cats, so kind of hurt. So yeah, especially Fincher reteaming with Jeff Cronenweth, who shot The Social Network and Fight Club for him, as well as shooting his new film Gone Girl, and Fincher reteaming with his two editors Angus Wall and Kirk Baxter, as well as his composers Trent Reznor of Nine Inch Nails and Atticus Ross. Reznor and Ross's score, Baxter and Wall's editing, and Cronenweth's cinematography. They really compensate Fincher's vision. Fincher really chose some really great guys to work with. It was a terrific craftsmanship. Especially Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails. He did the cover song along with Karen O, who did music for Where the Wild Things Are and Her. Their cover song of the classic Led Zeppelin piece, Immigrant Song. I know I said song a lot. I didn't want to say song when I said the classic song. I just said classic piece anyway. It was a really good cover song, along with an amazing opening titles sequence, visually striking. Really loved it. So I thought like the plotting was good. Especially I loved Lisbeth's character. There's a lot of complexity behind her. It looks like she went through a lot of hell, and I can't get out of my head like when she said that line, where like I've been taking care of myself since I was 10 years old, and it makes you think a lot, and how she provided for herself, and especially this old guy that she befriends. I don't know if it's like a family member. It has to be a family member, but like it was really powerful stuff. So The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, while not one of Fincher's best, is definitely worth seeing because of the amazing production design and really good performances, and really good really good plotting. Well, not all of it is perfect, but it really services. So I give The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo a 4 out of 5. Well, because I can't give it a 5 because it's like not as remarkable and as like really good paced as for Zodiac. Even though that was 2 hours and 38 minutes, it was still so well paced, and Seven and Fight Club, and I would even say The Game, because their scripts were so good. And yeah, the script, there's some parts kind of lagged, but that was like my only issues with the film. Other than that, it's a good time. Really dark stuff. Good to see David Fincher back in dark form, especially Can't wait to see how it turns out with Gone Girl. Well, that is it. My David Fincher marathon is complete. There's my conclusion, and I will be seeing Gone Girl tomorrow, and I will let you guys know what I think about my review. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review, my conclusion to one of my favorite directors of all time. This was a wonderful series to do, and I'll see you guys next time with my Gone Girl review. Bye.